The Lumbridge Crater is once again hosting an event, and this time it will be the 20th year anniversary of Runescape. This is very good because unlike all the other years where you'll get the anniversary cake that you can eat for, let's say, every 5 minutes, you can eat it once and then you can just do it forever and ever. This cake, however, will give you a plus 3% experience boost, but note that this does not benefit Iron Man. And now, let's get started. Before anything, you will need 3 eggs, 2 cabbages, and 1 tomato. If you are free to play, you will want the Explorer's Ring and then teleports to Lumbridge. Now if you are a member, you'll want a combat bracelet and then a quick way to the Varrock Museum. And now let's speak to the wise old man. He'll tell you that there's been a party and that everyone got their invitations, so all you have to do is simply talk to him, and there you go, you unlocked the override and the cake. But now hit option 1, do you have any quests for him? And he will instead tell you to go to the cook. From here, let me see, where is the cook? You want to go south. Once you're here, speak to the cook and baking a cake. And now, for those who have actually done this quest before, you will know what it is because we'll be making the cake as usual, like the extra fine flour, the top quality milk, and the colossal egg. But go through all the options so that you can kind of like get a hint at where it all goes. But now, from here, well, I'm kind of lazy, so I just teleport to Lumbridge, and we'll be making our way to Fred the farmer. If you did not bring your 3 eggs, you can actually pick them up from the floor. But once that is done, speak to Fred, and then colossal egg. Pretty much, you'll ask him that you want an egg, and he'll use his fingers like bigger, 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 and you're like, nope, I want a dragon size egg. So now make our way back to the Lumbridge Crater, and you'll be talking to Osrich, which if you have done Dragon Slayer, you'll know that he's like the king of slaying dragons. So let's talk to him. He'll be right here by the north entrance, and then speak to, and he will say, yeah, he knows how to fight a dragon. And then he'll ask you to speak to the Duke of Lumbridge. So again, since I'm lazy, I just teleport to Lumbridge, and now we make our way to the 2nd floor in the castle. You can use the lodestones, it's just I like to use the runes just because. Once you climb up, go south and enter the first room, and then speak to the Duke about dealing with a dragon. And this time, instead of a shield, it will instead give you a frying pan. And you'll be like, what, a frying pan? He's like, yeah, what should you be wearing? So now, once we have the frying pan, this is where it kind of differs if you are members or free to play. But if you are a member, right click the combat bracelet and teleport to the Edgeville Monastery. If you are free to play, either teleport to Falador or Edgeville and then make your way to the Ice Mountain. And then you'll want to go on the Ice Mountain, so make your way there as we will be speaking to the Oracle this time. The Oracle, when you ask her the first option, dealing with the dragon, she'll give you a painful poem that he lives on a farm he smells there's cows and chickens. This would be the Falador farm. So with your explorer's ring, teleport to the Cabbage port, and if you do not have access to this, just teleport to the Port Serum Lodestone and then run north. Or you can actually use the Draenor Lodestone. The choice is up to you. Once you're inside, you want to exit the back door, go north, and this kind of varies. If you do not complete the quest Home with Bacon, it will be right here. If not, if you did complete the quest, you'll need to actually enter it and then speak to Ellie. Option 1 again. This time, he says he'll ask you for the items, and no, it's not a shopping list, but it secretly is. After a bit of the dialogue, he'll tell you that a high wire actually stole his items. So we can talk back to him again, and nothing. Now, this time teleport to the Port Serum Lodestone. From here, run south to the jail. And then a little disclaimer, if you have completed the Dragon Slayer quest, this is pretty much like the same order during the quest you go to, but go to the southeast corner, and then speak to the highwayman. Now, once you do that, you'll ask him what he's in here for, and he'll give you a huge list, and then he'll eventually say, stealing, and then you'll be like, yep, that's why you're in there for. And then he will destroy the map in pieces, and then your person will be like, oh, well, not big, at least it's not 3. And then he'll just like rip the map pieces like confetti, so it's so tiny that you'll have to scramble them. So once that's done, he'll give you the tiny pieces of the map. From here, you can read it, and it's pretty much scrambled, but your person will figure out that it's 3 separate words. So if you actually like to unscramble the words, you can pause the video right here and then to figure out yourself. Now, if you do not actually want to figure out, then I would tell you how to shortly. I'll wait a couple of seconds. Okay, now for those that don't want to unscramble it, it's actually the Varrock Museum basement. So we'll make our way to there. And for this one, you can teleport to the Varrock Lodestone, or like the Varrock teleport. But from here, climb down the stairs, and then immediately go north behind the stairs, and then enter the door. And then you will speak to the dragon. Ask him, let me see, more, where is it? Tell me about the dragon, so I must be going. Tell me about the dragon, let me see. What's your role, let me see. And then once you went through all of the dialogue about the tiny map, speak to him, and then option 1, dealing with the dragon. Now if you don't have this, you'll want to reread pieces of a map and then like spacebar through it all. But now let's go to option 1, and then your character will think, wait a minute, do I have to kill this dragon? And He'd be like, what? Kill me? What are you talking about? He's like, well, no one actually said to kill a dragon. He just needed an egg, which he will give you, and you'll get the Large Prismatic lamp. And again, if you are an Iron Man, you will not get this lamp. So next up on the list will be the milk. So again, make your way to Lumbridge. Make your way to the crater. And then just at the entrance, you'll want to speak to Yani Salahik. I don't know how to say that word, but anyway, it will be the one small favor guy. I'll tell you just one little small favor. He said, okay. And now, go back to the cook, and then make sure you go like through the dialogue. Let me see. Baking a cake. Okay, guess not. Okay. Let's try the quality milk. Oh, okay. Okay, let's go to the Lumbridge lady. So, okay, I went a little too ahead. So now, we want to go to the east of Lumbridge, to the prized milk. And then you don't actually need a bucket, because if you attempt to milk her, oh, okay, I guess you do. So pick up the milk bucket nearby, and then Gilly will tell you, what are you doing? That there's been a massive increase of people wanting to actually milk the cow for, for like the 20th anniversary. So instead, she'll tell you that only one person a day can have it, and the person that had it is the Yani Salo, the NPC I was just at. So let's make our way to him. And now, once we speak to the one small favor guy, yep, you guessed it, we'll be doing another one small favor. And then your character will be like, oh boy. So afterwards, he'll tell you to speak to Hans, which just go west. And then boom, right here, he's at the west gate. So speak to him. He'll tell you that he needs a rock for a paperweight, because he's been checking mark of everyone with their with everyone with their veteran Cape Day. So he'll ask you to speak to Took. So at the south gate, speak to him, and him, I actually like talking to him, because people like, when your character says rock, for Hans, you say sandwich. You say rock, sandwich. He's like, okay. So now go north and speak to the sandwich lady. And then once that is done, character will make a little reference about how long the quest is, and Elemental Workshop 5 will come up, but she will give you the sandwich. So after that, speak to Took again. When you give him the sandwich, he'll give you the rock, and now you go west to give it to Hans. And then speak to Hans right now. And then yep, we got his rock. Once that's done, go east, and then speak to the one small favor guy, which actually, it was a very short one small favor. Then he'll give us the milk. and another large prismatic lamp. And for the last one, you'll be going north to the flour mill. And then you can drop the bucket. Continue to go north. And then speak to the NPC Millie. And then she'll guess, oh, let me guess. You want extra fine sand. I mean flour. And she's like, oh, what's next? Extra fine flour. So she'll tell you that the father of Lumbridge has it. So make your way there so you can teleport or go to the lodestone. And we'll be speaking to Father Arbeck, I believe is how you pronounce his name. I'm not too sure about all the names and stuff, but open the door, speak to him, and then ask him for extra fine flour. And then actually, he'll tell you, oh, he has it, but he had it. He was doing an exorcism, which, I mean, for a priest, I mean, he used flour instead of salt, so that's a bit of a problem. So anyway, go south and then make your way to the coffin. I did forget, but you will actually need the Ghostspeak amulet. But anyway, open up the coffin and then speak to the ghost that appears. Option 1, and then he'll say, please don't take my head, because you know everyone takes his head, the wizards needed for the quest. And now afterwards that we go south, because he wants another head, you know, just in case another adventurer takes one, he still has another. Go south by the mine and then search these rocks. It can be kind of hard, and then your person will do a bit of a dialogue, and then he'll say like a femur, rib bones, and then a finger. He's like, at least I hope this is a finger. He's like, yep, definitely a finger. So anyway, you won't get the skull, but now you want to go to the west. Enter the nearby building, and then speak to this father. Option 1, talk about the spare skull, and he'll be like, what? Why would I have a spare skull? And he's like, actually I do have one, even though he's a priest. But anyway, you'll get the spare skull. Now we make our way to the coffin. So go north. Open the coffin again. And then talk to the rest of this ghost, option 1, and then boom. Hit option 1, saying yes, you are a monster. Basically, your character will take he'll take the skull that's already in the coffin, and he'll be like, I'll trade you 2 skulls for the extra fine flour, which you will then give to him. So he's like, okay, we'll trade it. Now once that is done, finally, make your way back to the Lumbridge Crater for the final time. Make our way to the cook. And by speaking to him, you should get a huge XP lamp, but you'll want to do option 1, baking a cake. He'll take all the ingredients to make the very special 20th anniversary celebration cake slice. And this one, remember, when you eat it, it will have a little window that's 3% extra experience for 5 minutes. And then if that's not enough, you can actually right click examine it, and then it will say that you'll gain 3% extra experience for 5 minutes. And then, oh, there we go. If you attempt to eat again, it'll tell you that how much time is left, even though there's not actually a cooldown. And that will be it for the 2020 20th anniversary. And then for anything, I'll show you what the wardrobe looks like. Let me see, 2020 20. Is there no full? Let me see. Okay, full outfit. There we go. Boop. And then let me see. There should be a cape too. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And then let me get in a little bit of view. Ooh, too close. But anyway, this is kind of what it looks like. Well, except with my weapons, of course. It actually looks pretty good. It looks like silver and gold. And I'll just go a little slow, as you can see. And then I know there is a little bit of a dialogue glitch, but if you speak to an NPC, your hat will actually change colors to white instead of like the brownish or gray color that it is. But that will be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I know it was a long guide, but I try not to skip as much things as possible because it is a lot of running. And with that, thank you all so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.